better, right? Yeah, that's better. That's better. Let me wait till some people come in here. See what's up. I decided to do a less chatting stream for a little bit. See what's good, what's good. What up to the one person in here? What's good, man? What's up, what's up? Wait to see if more people come in here to see what's good. I'll do this for a little bit. I'll do the less chatting for a little bit to see what's up. Who's in here right now? Let me check. Stream Elements. There you go. Stream Elements is sharing it. That's what's up. I'm gonna wait till some people come in here. Chat with some people for a bit. The community. I really don't do these like that, but it's cool to do sometimes, right? Yo, what's good, Twitch viewer for life? What's popping, man? What's good, man? Just chilling for the weekend and shit. Decided to do less chatting, pretty much. Y'all can ask me whatever questions or whatever. I'm down. What's good, Zion? What's popping, man? I don't do these too much, but I decided to do this shit tonight for a bit. I'm just chilling for the weekend. That's why y'all haven't seen me stream. Well, I streamed yesterday. I just didn't stream today. Tomorrow when I get back to my crib. Yeah, tomorrow when I get back to my crib, I'll stream some games and shit like Tekken 7 and whatever else I want to stream or whatnot. But well, it's Sunday now, so whenever I get back, pretty much I'll do some streams and shit. What's up, brother? How's it going, brother? What's poppin', man? How you doing? I hope they need to come out with a patch though for Tekken Online. That shit's been really bad lately. It's pretty much unplayable at this point with like a lot of shit, man. I played a dude and his LAN connection turned into Wi-Fi during the match. I've never seen that shit before. When you accept the match and the shit says that he's on LAN, and then when I play him, the shit switched to a Wi-Fi shit. That shit was crazy, yeah. And I played a lobby with I think Raccoon and shit and some other people. And for some reason, after matches, they just disappear from the lobby completely. Like the shit is really bugged now. I don't know what's good with it, but it's mad buggy. Like they completely disappear from matches. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like I played a dude, and that shit said he was on 5 bars, and when I played him, that shit felt like it was wireless. Like it kept like time freezing like the Matrix, bro. It was really bad. And when I played that Dre the Scientist dude recently too, his shit was 0 bars, bro. And his shit usually 4 with me, and that shit was 0. So there's definitely something wrong with the shit as of late. There's definitely something wrong with it. It's pretty bad. It's been pretty bad lately. So I don't really know what's good with it. So hopefully they fix that, man. Hopefully they fix it. That shit is crazy. That shit is really crazy that shit's been so messed up like that. It makes people not want to play online too much, you feel me? Especially when it's fucked up like that. It's weird too, cause like the rollback shit's supposed to make the online experience better. But I feel like it's just getting worse, man. Cause in season 3 it wasn't even this bad, yo. Like it's worse. And I feel like them like adding the rollback and saying that telling you who's on who's Wi-Fi and who's not. It feels to me, it just feels like there's way more Wi-Fi players, bro. Like there's like at least 85% of the people you run into on PlayStation is all Wi-Fi people. I'm not sure if PC is the same way, but on PSN that shit is OD. That shit is like you just run into Wi-Fi people all day. What's good, Mango? What's poppin', Raccoon? What up, man? Yeah, I just started to do the Just Stand today just because I'm not in my house. So I want to you know what I'm saying, I don't got my PS5 on me, so I didn't really want to do a PS4 stream like that. So I'm still wondering how they fake the land sign in PSN. I don't know if they faking it or if that shit is a glitch. I don't know what it is. It could be any of them shits. To be real with you, normal PC is mostly wired. The PC has Wi-Fi warriors. GM is saying, nah, I'm chilling, man. I'm not in my house, man. I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just chilling right now, bro. PC has Wi-Fi warriors. Yeah, I hear all types of shit about PC. I've been running into guys that go ham with buttons and connection feels like, wow, yeah, that shit just been crazy lately. Nah, it's actually, to me, it's worse than season 3, bro. Like, I've been playing recently, and that shit is, like, really laggy and annoying. People disappear from your lobbies, all kinds of shit. It looks like a glitch. Yeah, it has to be a glitch. That shit is wild right now, bro. Like, why is that shit like that, bro? Yo, like that's why when me and you play Raccoon, that it kept like every match it kept like stopping your shit and like kicking you out and shit, and you couldn't accept the shit. Like that shit got annoying after a while, man. That's a PSN shit. I don't know what's good with it. Like they just need to patch this shit and fix the online somehow. But it seems like that game has issues with online forever. That's why I don't enter online tournaments, because people be asking me, yo, like, why you don't enter online tournaments? I'm like, why am I gonna enter online tournaments when that shit is so buggy like that? Like, you really wanna, you know what I'm saying? You really wanna enter online shit and some crazy shit like happen like that and you lose, son? I'm good. I'm good with them online shits, man, because that shit is like, I play League. If I play somebody that was like mad easy to play online, it was like some online warrior character like Oscar, some shit like that, or like Lucky Chloe, or like some Negan, or you know, one of them dumb boy characters like Fakuram or Leroy, then I enter all the online terms. Or Mordok can just tackle people all day. But I play Lee, man. Lee, you gotta poke and be crispy and shit like that. That shit too hard, brother. He said people teleporting. Yeah, I watched some online. The only online tournaments to me is acceptable is the shits in Asia. Cause I watched the Korean shit that happened the other day. That for some reason everybody was playing Feng Wei. I don't know if you watched that shit, Raccoon, but for some reason everybody in that tournament was a Feng player. Sun shit play Feng. Kokoma was playing Feng. The other dude that his name is with a Y, Yoji, I don't know his name, but he was playing with Fang too. There was mad Fang players, and they were all doing the shit you do. Down back 3, jab, down 2, down back 3, up 4-2. I was like, oh, I see where Raccoon get his setups from, because these dudes doing all that Raccoon shit. They was doing all that Raccoon Fang Wei shit. I'm like, everybody's on the Fang train. Yeah, that Korean, there was a Korean online tournament that happened yesterday, bro. Like some invitational shit, and it was mad fangs. It was mad fangs. You should watch that shit to see that shit, but because a lot of the Asians that I've been watching play, he about to, yeah, nah, in Korea they think he top tier already, bro. I could tell because everybody's playing him. Everybody's playing him, bro. They definitely think he's top tier because there's no reason for all of them to be playing him. Like me be playing him, Sunchip. I seen JDCR play Fang, Kokoma play Fang. You found that shit yourself? Yeah, they all playing that shit, and they all doing that Fang shit. Yeah, there's a lot of people. They figured that shit out that he's OD. I'm not sure who won that tournament because I didn't stay up all night to watch it, but I'm sure probably Low High won it because like he looked like the most dominant when I was watching. Like he was just bopping everybody with Steve. I think either Low High. I think the finals is probably Low High versus that Geese player Mayo Ill. I think that was the finals. That definitely got to be the finals. Because when I was watching, it was in winners. I don't know who won between them. Because I didn't finish watching this shit. But that man Low High with that Steve was OD. That man with that. Who won that tournament? Was it Mayo Ill that won? Nah, he was playing Geese. That man's Geese is like, his Geese is OD, man. Like that shit is OD. Like that, because people think Geese is super OD, but I think it's because they see him play. Because when you see him play Geese, you think Geese is like the best character when you see him play. Because that shit, That shit even convinces me when I see that man play Geese. Like, that shit make me want to play Geese, but then I look at it and I'll be like, that's too hard. I don't want to do that. Because for me to play Geese on his level, I'm going to just have to play Geese and drop Lee. And I don't want to do that. Because that Geese shit that he's doing, that shit's actually a lot of work. Like, that shit is mad solid. Like, people be underrating the meta of Geese in Season 4. The way that man play, and the reason why he winning with Geese is because he's OD. He just mad good. It's not that Geese is OD, because he's the only one doing that with Geese. I don't even think Chicorin is better than him with Geese. If you want me to be real with you, I think that man, that male dude, is on another level with Geese. That man's gameplay is OD. He basically got neutral with a character that don't got neutral. I don't understand that shit. When I watch him play, I'm like, this dude is doing neutral with a character that got no neutral. Like, I can't play like that with that man. Like, I probably could, but I don't want to. That shit is mad hard, bro. Cause that shit, I'm dead ass, man. Watching that man play be making me want to play Geese, man. That shit makes me want to play Geese when I see him. I say, yo, maybe I should play Geese again. This man is nasty with Geese. Maybe I could do that shit too. And I'll be like, then I remember myself like, nah, that shit's too hard to do. Don't bother. But he be making me want to play Geese. He do. Because people be asking me like, oh, who you think is nice? Or I think that man is nice. And I don't even say certain players are good, but he's OD. I'm not even gonna. Nah, he's OD. He's like on another level. Like, he's mad. He don't get I don't think he get enough credit. Because he be winning them tournaments too. He's OD. I think like he's probably like the most impressive one. Besides low high. I think low high he got like the data. That's what it is. Cause when I see him play Magu, he blocked like every low and he ducked every high. I'm like, this man just knows when to duck. Yeah, Breadman is alright. He not on male ill's level though. I think from what I seen in that Korean scene, to me, I could be wrong, but I think the top 3 players is male ill, low high, and knee. I think those are the best Korean players. I think that's just my opinion. I think those are top 3. They have to be top 3. Those 3 guys. They mad good. Like, all 3 of them is OD. Cause low high is like, he got like that type of defense that it look like he just study you, and he knows when you go mid, low, high. I don't think Osan and JDCR is better than those 3 that I mentioned. Those 3 that I mentioned are OD. They mad OD. It was some level up your game qualifier type shit. It was like some LG level up your game, and it was like some exhibition type shit. Yeah, Osan is in the military, but I think those are the best Korean players. JDCR is mad good too, but those guys are, to me, they OD. I think Saint is OD too. That Ganru shit is OD. But those guys that I mentioned are probably like the best of the best, probably. Period. Saint is a monster too, though. They all monsters. It's just that when it comes to like impressive level, it's like low high probably has the best Steve. Man. When I see him play Steve, he makes Steve look top tier. So that's probably why so many people be like, yo, Steve is OD. It's because y'all watching that man play. So, like, when y'all see him, the thing with Tekken that I think a lot of casual players don't understand, though, is that a lot of casual players like to base how good a character is by what a top player is doing with him. Steve look like the best character in the game because a monster is playing with him. So, of course, Steve is going to look OD if you got low high playing that shit. Same with fucking Geese. You got male ill playing that shit. That man is ridiculous. So, it makes it look like Geese is ridiculous. But you got to be at a certain level to play those characters like that. I think what makes a character top tier is when an average Joe could be the top player with that character. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody that's like mid tier or like a decent player could have a chance to be the top player with a character. That's a top tier character. Not a character that you got to be OD already to beat people with. You know what I'm saying? Like, Steve is good, but like low high is just OD. So you're going to get bodied regardless. Same with that Geese shit with male L. Because I know Geese in and out, and I'm telling you, that man's Geese is ridiculous, and that's why he's bopping people with Geese. He has like the perfect ratio of risk, poking, punishment. He makes Geese look OD. Like when I see him play, I'm like, I can't emulate that shit myself. I will have to like really just play Geese. But to be real with you, playing Geese the way he plays, mad boring. That's why I wouldn't do it. But it also takes mad skill too. It's like something that you could tell that man is just Geese all day. But he's OD though, so yeah, he does. But it's like me, like my issue with Geese in this season is that you gotta be kind of ham to play him. You gotta have like some OD reads. Like you gotta be like you gotta be like mad simple, and you gotta like pretty much make the best out of like little shit. Like you just gotta like DF1, back two, jabs, and DF1. That's it. And you gotta just make your game all that. You gotta just like you, you know what I'm saying? He said if as a casual, then they make Kazuya look OD. Well, Kazuya's top tier, man. I know people will argue and say that Devil Jin is a better character than Kazuya. I disagree. I don't think DJ is better than Kaz. If you look at both of their tools and you think about it at like the best level of play, I don't see how Devil Jin is better than Kaz. I don't. Because if you think about it, Kaz got better tracking than Devil Jin. Kaz has better mids. His mids, because his mids is just knock you down and then you eat the vortex. Like I know Devil Jin got 4-4-2 and up 4-4. Those are godlike mids. Don't get me wrong, those are godlike. The shit with Kaz is that when he knocks you down, that shit is just vortex. That shit is vortex. That shit is cheap. Plus he has a safe mid homie move that wall splats and knocks you down on. It's ridiculous, man. I think he's the best Mishima for sure. And his punishment is OD. And if you get hit by him, because when I fight Devil Jin, at least for me, the only shit I'm scared of is Hell Sweep. He has Hell Sweep. That's the shit, because that shit leads to a full combo. But other than that, like, there's nothing I'm scared of with Devil Jin. That's why Kyle, you scared of way more shit. Of course, you also scared again with electric against Devil Jin. But Hell Sweep and electric are like the only shit that you scared of. Kaz, you scared of eating that gut punch. You scared of getting knocked down and eating the vortex. Well, Devil Jin could do the vortex too with the back four, but I feel like Kaz's shit is way more scarier. Just because of that safe mid homing move and, you know what I'm saying, them plus frame mids, 4-4, and then he got the 4-4-3. If you duck, you know what I'm saying, or you could do instant twin pistons. And, you know, if you don't want to go for Hell Sweep, you could just do down back 3, down back 2. When you think about it, the only chip lows Devil Jin got is down back 2 and that down 4 shit. That's it. Kaz got down back 4, down back 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bit different. But Kaz is really good. I'm not saying Devil Jin is not good. Devil Jin is also a really strong high level character in the game. He exposed people for a full turn. People trying to punish 4-3. Arslan made Kazumi OD. Well, to be real with you, I'm gonna be 100% real with you, Mr. Chuck. In season 1, everybody made Kazumi OD because everybody was playing her and everybody was winning with her. That's all you saw in season 1 was Kasumi, Dragunov, Jack, Kasumi, Jack, Dragunov. You saw the same characters over and over. So it's just that Arslan Ash was the person that happened to win Evo Japan and Evo. Well, Evo, he played multiple characters, but Evo Japan, he kind of just beat everybody with Kazumi. So he happened to be the one that like really won the big shit. But a lot of people were winning with her though. She was like universally used. So like him winning with her, it was impressive, but people seen it already because everybody was playing her. Everybody was winning with her too. So it wasn't really a specialty type shit though. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a specialty. Wasn't that season 3? Yeah, he won with season 3, but you don't get what I'm saying. Like that character, like people been winning with that character for like all 3 seasons, bro. Like all 3 seasons, that character people was winning with. So when I saw him win with Kasumi, it was good shit because he did it, but at the same time, it wasn't like, oh my god, he's the first person to ever do some shit like that with Kazumi. It's not like that. Like that character has been bopping people since Tekken 7 came out. So So like, you know what I'm saying? She been bopping people like since the game came out, and she still is bopping people. So, but she's always been strong though. She's just really basic. She's not as cheap as she used to be, but she's still really good. Kind of like people say that Dragunov is not that good. That shit is silly as fuck. It's not an Oscar coming out of nowhere and shutting shit down. It's because Oscar players don't really play solid, man. I think Oscar definitely. You think Oscar's underrated? Honestly, I wanted to make a tier list or like a video, which is good to why I'm doing this just chatting shit now to talk to you guys. I kind of wanted to explain to you guys that a tournament tier list and a long set tier list are two different things. Like people, when they make tier lists, they don't think about that. Because there's some characters that's better 2 out of 3, and then there's some characters that's better in long sets. I'll give you an example. Asuka is mad good 2 out of 3. You gotta be careful. 2 out of 3, she's a beast. Long set, not as much. Anna's another one. Anna is really dangerous in a tournament setting. Very dangerous. Long set, like in a grand final set, like 3 out of 5 or something like that, she's not that great like that. So a tournament, some characters are better in tournament and some characters better in long sets, or they call it like death matches and shit. I remember Nee made a tier list a long time ago with death matches and tournaments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. I think Lee Chaolan is not a good tournament character. I think he's a good long set character. Though in the long set is good. It's because Lee got to take his time with like negative frames and shit, and it's really hard to read somebody that's kind of just like doing whatever they want and shit when you got to work with negative frames and negative pokes and shit like that. So Lee, he's better as the matches go on, I think. Definitely. He's a character that has to play the longest set, I think. But some characters are, and then like I feel like the toppest tiers in the game could play both. Like Leroy, he could beat you in a short set and in a long set. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just gonna beat you, regardless of what you play that man. Akuma's the same way. Akuma will bop you in a long set and he will bop you in a short set. Don't really matter what kind of set you play that man. You do have a better advantage against him in a long set though. You could eventually read his shit and deal with his, like, you know, the dive kick into the low. Cause you know most of the time Akuma players, they thirsty for that low into Tatsu or low into splat or combo. So you know in the back of your head, that's what you're looking for. You're trying to like instant low parry that shit and backdash when he's dive kicking the fuck out of you so the down 3 don't hit you on clean hit, so you don't eat the combo. And in the back of your head, you always worry about that crouch jab, so you're trying to like the low parry fuzzy a lot. You do gotta be careful with the while staying launcher, so you won't your asshole getting launched. But he's hard to play because you have to play him against Akuma a really specific way. But he also has counters to that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's cheap. It's really cheap. You could bop him though if they one of them nutty Akuma players that just do low into Tatsu, because you block the Tatsu, you launch his ass every time. You block the low, stand up. Because most Akuma players are nutty. They're just gonna just mash lows to get the combo, or they're gonna do raw focus attacks. I played some Akuma player the other day. This man was just doing raw focuses when I was poking him. I'm like, yo, this man is crazy. Like, he's literally doing raw focuses just so he don't get poked up. That shit is mad annoying. Of course, you could go low, but at the same time, you gotta be careful with that, because he could demon flip on your back and take your back off, because that's happened to me. They jumped over my down 3 and comboed my shit. That shit is rough. That character's really cheap, man. That's why I saw this man, what's his name? Super Akuma made an online tier list, and he put Akuma the worst tier. I stopped looking at that video when I seen that, because that was like the silliest shit. Like, how you put Akuma the worst online character? That character's OD. That character's mad. Even online, he's mad hard to deal with, because it's mad hard to sidewalk demon flip online. It's mad hard to deal with raw focuses online. It's just mad, and online it's hard to move. So you can't just be like, yo, just backdash the low kick so it won't hit on clean hit online, because movement is stiff online. You're gonna get blown up. You're literally gonna get blown up by that shit. You always jump over Akuma Rage on. Yeah, that's simple shit. Everybody knows that. That's like shit from Street Fighter. Like, you could literally just press up. Like, that's, if you play 2D fighters or if you play Street Fighter, you know when the Raging Demon coming, you gotta jump. Like, even, like, everybody knows that. That's like basic shit that you should know, because that shit's unblockable. But I guess if you never played Street Fighter before, or never had a Kuma do a demon on you in Street Fighter, you wouldn't know that. That Super Kuma tier list, I didn't get that shit neither, to be real with you. Because that shit made no sense. Some of the shit I agreed with. I think Oscar's top tier online. Lily's top tier. Anna's top tier online. Marduk. Characters like that. Not everybody got that OD Soft and Elisa movement. Yeah, that's another thing. That a lot of characters is a lot of like characters that you have to step and move a lot. It's easier to do if a character got good movement. Do you think it's hard to rate tourney players with that win online? It is, because there's too many factors online, man. Online has a lot of lag, and you can't react to a lot of shit online too. Online is just rough, man. You can't. That's why I don't base when people be like, yo, this man won like 8 online tournaments, he's a god. I'll be like, whatever. I don't really pay too much mind to it. Online is too random, man. You can't even react to shit properly online. So you don't really know if these players are abusing online shit or they actually nice. You don't know. Because to be real with you, you could get away with a lot of shit online. Like this shit that I react to and I still get hit by it online. Or like shit that you punish and it doesn't punish. So that's why I don't enter online tournaments. It don't do nothing for me. I win an online tournament. I was just the best with the lag today. That's how I look at it as. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's whatever, that online shit. It's definitely whatever. Well, he got far at NLBC too. I wasn't there though. Why is the PC community more toxic than PSN? I wouldn't know, man. I don't play on PC, so that's interesting to see because PSN is kind of, there's a lot of stiff ass players on PSN. I didn't really know that about PC though. Meaning got far. That's funny. He's an online nut though. So he do all that online shit. So that's just gonna work. He whack though. That guy's really bad. I think he's one of the worst players I've ever experienced to play against. He's really bad. Well, that's good for them, Twitch viewer for life. That's really good for them. Korean online different. Well, is the internet just better in those countries, Korea and Japan. So that's why. That's why. My bad. Justice better. Yeah. So that's pretty much it with that shit. The online is just way better over there. Fighting games has always been bad online. Oh, you saw him win 22-10. I figured Cody's okay. He's not like OD, not like that. So I figured Christian could beat him. I figured that could happen. But online fighting games has always been terrible online, man. So it's kind of, I think now since this Corona shit been happening for mad long and shit, this actually gives online players a chance to brag. Cause like you can actually, like, if you are online god, you can actually prove that you are online god now. So you might as well just like be everybody now. To be real with you, you are online god. That's why I don't get a lot of these online dudes that be popping off and going crazy over online wins. You might as well enter every online tournament, just beat everybody. Because if you are online god, this is the best time to prove that you are online monster. Beat all the top players with your lag tactics. Because y'all born in the outworld. So do all them outworld shits and just fuck everybody up with it. But online players, I don't know, man. They silly as hell, man. Because they definitely got the advantage over like real pros. So like online guys, they should just like, if you are online monster, man, just get it in and just beat everybody, bro. That's what I would do if I was if I was these online guys. Cause to be quite frank, like I remember when I entered all them Geico shits, there was mad online players that be popping off like Akumo and all those stiff ass dudes, and none of them entered them shits. And I'm not even like a born and raised online player, and I happen to win 2 of them shits. And that shit was mad hard, because you basically got to beat the lag. And beating the lag and playing lead, that shit is OD. But I did it twice. But I lost mad times too. But I was able to do it twice, so that's whatever. That shit was OD though. Because that shit is like toxic. After dealing with all them online tournaments, I don't even want to enter them shits no more. I heard of that dude. That's that stiff dude that played. What he played? He played like Jin or Ling, right? I know. I think he's like from ATL or some shit like that, right? There's a lot of cheaters though, man. So I'm not surprised. You know, Sniper will just be plugging on everybody, right? This dude Maddox sent me a picture that this man on promotion he just plugged when he lost. I'm like, that's corny, man. So I'm kind of glad he's not a part of my stream anymore, man. Cause that's corny. That like every time you about to lose, you just plug on somebody. What kind of player you are? I don't know. I feel like people that do that just don't have respect for themselves. They don't really care about. They just want to like get lucky wins and shit and just brag about shit. That's kind of corny. But if you cheat, you cheat, man. There's people that just want. They just want what you would call it to brag about some shit, or they're not confident in their skills, so they cheat. But what's the point of cheating in a fighting game? Why would you cheat in a fucking fighting game, man? On an online game, like what's the point of cheating? It's not like you gonna win big bucks or nothing like that for cheating. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. It's not like Tekken 7 is that hard that you gotta cheat to win. I literally feel like this game, you can literally win. Anybody can win as long as you practice and train hard. I'm dead ass. Like you could literally, even if you start at Tekken 7, all you need to do is just watch videos, study the game a bit, learn some frame data, learn your movement, your spacing, and you could win. I feel like anybody could win in Tekken 7. Why? Armor moves, movement is not needed too much. Rage arts, rage comebacks, crush system. Anybody can win in Tekken 7. So if you want to prove that you got what it takes in Tekken 7, this is a good time, man. Cause that in Tekken 7, it don't matter if you've been playing for 20 years. You still lose to Johnny Donuts. That's just the way the game is. That's just the way the game is, man. No matter how nice you are, you will lose to some random dude. Why? That's just how the game works, man. So it doesn't really matter. It's not like other Tekkens that you fucking, if you played the game for like 20 years or some shit, ain't no way a new player's gonna beat you. Nah, a new player could definitely beat you in Tekken 7. That's why when I lose to people, I don't really get mad like that, because I'll be like, it's Tekken 7. Like, I'll lose to a bum here and there. It's just the way the game is. You can't be perfect in that game. That game is too rough. There's too much comeback factors and all kinds of Looney Tune shits you gotta worry about. And shit don't work when it's supposed to. It's just mad wonky, that game. It's really crazy. Like, you be like, why did that happen? Like, it's really fucking silly, that game. It's really silly compared to other Tekken games. Well, Tag 2 was silly as fuck, too. You get bopped in that game for, like, the dumbest shit. So that game was pretty bad. But this game is pretty bad, too. It's pretty rough, Tekken 7. It's really matchup based. Tekken 7 feels like a 2D fighting game compared to other Tekken games, too. Like matchups are always important in Tekken, but like I feel like Tekken 7 is like matchups are OD. Like you literally could counter pick people in Tekken 7. The other Tekken games you could do it a little bit, but this game is like really matchup dependent. It's because the reason why it's matchup dependent is because they added too much 2D mechanics in the game. Too much 2D mechanics. Because the matchup thing has always been a 2D fighting game shit. What would you do to change Tekken? Me? Like, well, for Tekken 8? I will take out Rage Arts. I'll take out Armor Moves. What else would I do? I'll take out Rage, to be real with you. Rage Drives, maybe I'll take it out. Maybe I'll leave it. I don't know. I gotta think about that one. But that's basically what I will do. I'll nerf the damage across the board. I'll buff up movement. I know they're not going to do this, though. They're going to leave Rage Arts because they put Rage Arts in the game because they saw Evo for Street Fighter and they saw people always spazzed out when somebody did an Ultra with like Rufus or some shit. So they put that shit in Tekken. So it's kind of corny, though. What I would do, because I know they're not going to take out Rage Arts. So this is what they could do about Rage Arts, right? They should, Rage Arts, they should make that shit not have armor. Meaning, you can't just do that shit raw. If you do that shit raw and you get hit, you dying. That's what they should do. So you can only Rage Art doing a combo. You can't use a Rage Art as a comeback factor. Like, you think somebody's gonna poke you and you just Rage Art in their face, that shit is corny. Take that shit out. You can only do Rage Arts if you stun somebody or doing a combo. That's it. No absorbing moves. No, none of that shit. That's what they should do. Opinion on Paul, he broken. He top tier, man. That's a YOLO character, man. That man could outplay you in Tekken, or he could just Tekken 7 you and hit you twice and the match is over. That character's ridiculous. Yeah, all he needs is to launch you one time. You said which season was the best? Honestly, to be real, I think this season is the best. It's just that the online is terrible, but season 4 is the best. Yeah, I think season 4 is the best, man. I definitely think season 4 is the best. The only people that say season 2 is the best is people that like that love that broken shit that season 2 had. Cause season 2 had a lot of busted shit. But this season is the best season for Tekken, my opinion. It's the most balance you could get. Cause it's still the balance still needs work, but it's actually more balanced than the other seasons. It's more balanced. I prefer Lee in season 4 out of all the Lees too, to be real with you. I think out of all the Tekken 7, season 4 Lee is the closest to what I want him to be. The closest. Yeah, season 2 was I like season 2 because people like season 2 because Lee could do acid rain into war carry from a sidestep. I like season 1 and 2 because of Geese Howard. I like it because of Geese, but I know that Geese shit was OD. I know that season 1 and season 2 Geese was mad OD. I had mad fun winning every tournament with season 1 and 2 Geese because I was winning like every tournament when I played Geese. But that shit was busted though. It was a lot of fun playing Mr. Howard because I won a lot of money playing Geese, but that shit was really busted. Yeah, it's probably because they don't really have a lot of pro players on their team, man, to really tell them what to do. Because the only pro dude that used to play, I think, is like Mishima Star is like the only dude that's like a pro player that play tests for them. I don't really think Namco actually listens to actual like pro player advice and shit like that. Because you could tell by the changes. A lot of times they'll nerf a character that don't need nerfs, and they'll buff somebody that doesn't need buffs. So it's like I don't really know what they base their opinion on. I have a feeling that they probably base the shit based off of who wins online. Cause like for them buffing fucking Safina all the fucking time and Marduk, that makes no sense. Those characters are already OD. I think they just look at online losses and wins and probably see that those characters get bopped online. So they be like, I guess these characters need to get buffed because people are losing a lot online with these characters. That's what I think it is. He said Jin? Jin was like high T in season 1. Yeah, Jin was top tier in the beginning of Tekken 7. He just kept getting worse, but he's still playable. He's not a bad character. He just was. People just complained a lot about him. That's usually what happens. I think that's the issue when it comes to companies like consistently fucking what you call it, balancing their games, because it's gonna turn into NRS, man. You like balancing, like honestly, people might not like this, but I think like when a game comes out, that shit should only get one balance patch. That's it. Cause the issue with multiple balance patches is that it becomes like NRS. Character becomes top tier, community complains, they nerf them. Then they complain about somebody else, and then that character gets nerfed, and then somebody else becomes top tier. Then that top tier gets nerfed, and then another person becomes top tier, and then that gets nerfed, and then another it just it's an ongoing cycle of the same bullshit. Cause people people just listen to like people's complaints, so the game just gets silly as fuck. Cause they be banning, they be nerfing and unbuffing shit that don't need to get nerfed. Vanilla F the issue that I had with Vanilla FR, I'm gonna be real with you, that shit had no leech on, so I wasn't gonna play that shit. I remember I was sponsored at the time, and my sponsor wanted me to play Tekken 7. And I told them I'm not playing that shit, and they got mad. They was like, "Why you not playing that shit?" I'm like, "Cause that shit don't got my main character. Who the fuck am I playing that game? That shit don't got Lee." They was like, "Oh, well, think of something. I'm not playing no bum ass Shaheen. I ain't playing. I ain't want to play no fucking Paul. I was forced to play that fucking shit. I did not want to play that game. That shit did not have my main, so I'm not playing it. I was dead ass. I was really dead ass on not playing that shit. That was the time that everybody remember when they were traveling to all them Wizard World tournaments, and like Speed Kicks and Anakin and all of them were going to them Wizard World shits, that them arcade tournaments. They wanted me to go to those. I'm not going to those. I don't. That shit don't even got my main. Like why would I play a game that doesn't even have my main character in it? I'm not playing that shit. I even said too when I saw Lee wasn't in Tekken 7, which I don't know why. I said I'm not playing this game unless Lee is in the game. And to be real with you, if Lee still wasn't in the game, I will only play it just because Geese was in it. To be real with you, because that's how much I like Geese. That even if Lee is not in the game, that shit just got Geese. I'm just gonna play Geese the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of people were salty about me playing Geese, I don't really care. That's my favorite fighting game character, even before I played Tekken. So I was gonna play Geese Howard regardless. Now I play Geese. I'm telling you, that's my favorite fighting game character. I will just play Geese. That's it. I would just play Geese. That's my man's right there. For real, man. Imagine Lee. I don't like Paul, man. He's too YOLO. I don't even feel good when I went with him. Like when I went with Paul, I just like, wow, I went with Paul. Good shit, right? I did something random one time and I won. Congrats to me. That shit is corny. That shit is mad corny, bro. That shit's not even fun, bro. Cause Paul, like that down forward two is just broken. Like that shit shouldn't crush highs. That shit safe on that shit safe on blocking high crushes. And he gets a full combo and then you die. That shit too cheap. I'm saying they should have let the constant really take a 7AK from Rock like they did with BR. You know the reason why they didn't do that? Like season 1 was terrible. That was a bad game, bro. that shit was almost as bad as 5.1 5.0. That shit was actually that shit was actually bad. Like I didn't. The reason why I ain't travel when season 1 came out because it was bad, bro. Tekken 7 was just bad when it came out. Now that shit don't launch crouches. If that shit launch crouches, he'd be the best character in the game. You should be happy that shit is not like Jack's down forward 2. Imagine if that down forward 2 was safe on block, launch crouchers, and high crush. He'd be broken. He'd be the best character in the game. Ain't no way Namco would give a character some shit like that. They wouldn't. They would not give him some shit like that. That shit is like OD. That shit is OD. Season 2 was ridiculous. I didn't mind his nerfs, but season 4 was just random as fuck. Yeah, I think season 4 is the most balanced, man. At least I feel like I could still get random out in season 4, but I feel like I could probably beat anybody if I just play solid. It's better than the other seasons, man. Season all the other seasons were just busted. They were just too busted. Oh, you love learning Geese? Good luck, man. It's hard to play him in this shit. Nah, season 1 was great. Leo was actually good. That's what you think. You probably didn't play in tournaments. That's why you say that shit. Lee was low T in season 1. Fucking everybody was playing Dragunov, Jack, Kazumi. That shit was corny. There were almost no reason to play Lee. I still play Lee because he was my main character, but he sucked. His damage output was terrible. The only thing I like about season 1 Lee was that 444 got a counter hit launcher. And acid rain, that shit wall splat. That's the only thing I like about season 1 Lee. Other than that, he was terrible. I was still beating top players with him, which was like crazy. I'd be mad top players with season 1 Lee. I'd be Spirojin, I'd be Fab, I'd be fucking Incognito, I'd be Nashi. I be fucking Joey in an online tournament with season 1 Lee. Like he was low tier, but I was beating people with him. With season 1 Lee. And season 1 Lee is horrible. I'm just good with Lee Chalan though. So I'm just good with him, man. Like, people said season 1 Lee was bad, but I still knew what to do with him. He said, did 444? Nah, I crush his highs better. I don't think it's busted, man. I think the reason with you, Loza, is that you like mashing jabs after keep out too much. That's why 444, that should be clapping you. You stay doing while staying forward jab, 442 jab. So I spam that shit on you. Because I know you always gonna jab after spacing. Season 1, Tekken 7 with input lag too. Oh yeah, that shit did have that nasty lag. I forgot that game had that lag issue. That lag issue was terrible. Dog, it crushes mids. That shit crushes Heihachi's mids. It's your fault for playing Heihachi. Because 444 crushing mids, that's character specific. You just happen to play one of the characters that shit does that to. And honestly, I think Heihachi is like one of the only characters that does it to. It does it to Dragunov too. So Heihachi and Drag. That's it though. That shit don't do that shit to nobody else. But you keep doing these down for ones and jabs. That's why that shit is smacking you. I honestly just want drags while running 2 with track. Nah, you asking for too much. And down 2 to 4, either force crouch or +1. Oh, this man wants that man to be broken. Nah, I'm good. And get more triangle. Nah, they're not giving you none of that shit. You can hold that shit. Ain't giving him that. The character would be mad busted if he had that shit. He was already top tier in like 3 seasons, bro. He don't need none of that shit, bro. He was top tier in season 1, 2, 3. Nah, I'm good. That drag time, that shit is over. It's about time that shit was over. That character was dominating for 3 seasons. And now drag players are mad because they nerfed him a little bit. That's too bad. That character was winning for 3 seasons. That's all you saw was Dragunov bopping everybody. Like, he was bopping everybody for man. Yeah, he got a vacation now. Because they nerfed his ass. He needed to get nerfed. He was too strong. He's still mad good. Is it that drag players don't know what to do besides down 2? To be real with you, drag is still really good, man. Down 2 homing, can't sidewalk that shit. Running 2 is still godlike. JDCR was carrying him? Nah, it's the other way around. If you want to be real with you. My man said JDCR was carrying him. How you carrying a character that's top tier already? That don't make no sense. Like, how are you carrying him? He was winning like everything with Dragunov. You know why? Dragunov was OD. Why isn't he winning everything with Dragunov anymore? Because Dragunov got nerfed. What that means? That means the character was helping him out. Nah, he was top 10 for sure in season 1. You bugging. He was definitely top 10. I don't know about that. You stretching. Because if I remember correctly, Dragunov was in every top 8 in season 1. Dragunov was top 8 all the time. So I don't know what you're talking about. Nobi was bopping everybody with drag too. Or who else was bopping people with drag? This man from Japan. I can't believe I forgot his name. Naroma was bopping everybody with drag. Kokoma was bopping everybody with drag. Let's not start this drag shit, bro. Everybody was winning with drag. Like, why you think all these people were playing drag? Because they were bopping everybody. Nobi, Kokoma, Naroma, JDCR. All of them were bopping with drag, bro. He was top tier, bro. He was mad good. That character has a lot of success in Tekken 7, man. So it's hard. I'm not gonna agree with you saying that he wasn't top 10 when like there was mad top players just bopping everybody with him in all 3 seasons. Now you don't really see people like rock with him like that because he got nerfed a little bit. Now, nah, for 3 seasons, I guess people still winning with him though. People still winning with him, man. I don't know why you guys are. He said they had the real tillers. I guess, bro. Like, to be honest with you, that Pakistan shit, that shit was the way for a little bit till they got bopped at TWT. He said this needs to be a money chart. I'm telling you, drag had a lot of success in Tekken 7, man. Drag probably has had the most success overall. Yep, I agree with you, Leo George. At least somebody remembers the dominance that Dragunov had. That man JDCR was winning every tournament with Dragunov. All of them. The Roma was too. Nobi was. Yeah, Dragunov, Kasumi, Jack, and Akuma. Those are the characters winning tournaments for mad long in Tekken 7. So they nerfed them a little bit. And then it was just basically just Akuma winning everything. And then Geese was winning a lot. He said JCR is the second best player of all time. That's arguable, man. That's arguable, man. I don't know, man. That's like some. I don't know, man. Is he better than Q-Dons? I don't know. I do not know, man. There's a lot of people that you could say, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to say what's up, you know? So can't nerf a player? You can't, but you could nerf a character, and that could definitely fucking that'll nerf the player if you nerf the character. For sure. That's what that shit will do. That shit will do that shit for sure. Give me a second. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. So shit. Saint overtook JCR in late tag 2. Yeah, Drag had a good run in Tekken 7. Yeah, he did. He had an OD run actually. Like an OD run. So my bad. Let me sit down. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, man, it's 50 people in here. This is OD. I'll probably stop soon because I've been on this just chatting shit for a minute. 52 minutes. Oh, it should have been like an hour. Let's get it. Drag's mid hitboxes need to be fixed. They probably not gonna fix them because when that character has such a good run in Tekken 7, I don't think they're gonna mess with him. They nerfed him and they probably just gonna leave him alone. Cause like that character had mass success and they nerfed him for a reason. So I don't really see that's like Akuma players complaining about Akuma because he got nerfed or whatever. That character had too much success, man. Way too much success, man. That character's OD. He's still mad good. Like people be saying like Max said that Drag is not that good. Drag is really good, man. To be honest with you, this is a secret of winning with Drag. All you need to do is hide down 2. If you could hide down 2, you could beat anybody. That's literally all you need to do. Just don't be predictable with down 2. Because that's all people looking for. Because running 2 is mad hard to deal with. And all his other shit is mad hard to deal with. Just because of down 2. That shit's on back of your head. Now running 2 is always back of your head too. That shit might come out. Because that shit is hard to sidewalk. And then on counter he gets a full combo. And if you block that shit, you just gotta block. You can't sidewalk. Like people say Dragunov's tracking is bad, but he's hard to step. Especially since he got that safe mid homing move now too. It's hard to deal with. And the second hit of his moves track also. So that's also a problem with Drag. I think Drag is really good. While staying punished, he gets a wall bounce. His punishment is good in general. He's a good character. He might not be top tier, but he's still really strong. He's good, man. You could win with him for sure. He's cheap enough. Oh, he needs to be sped up? Yeah, I guess. I don't know why y'all talking about running 2 tracking. That shit is mad hard to sidewalk. Running 2 is really hard to sidestep, man. I barely sidestep that shit, and my sidewalking is good. So I don't know what y'all talking about sidewalking that shit, because that shit is rare that I sidewalk that shit. For some reason, the tracking on that shit is dumb. I don't know if it's online. It's stealth nerfed a lot. Nah, I don't see that shit, because I get clipped by that shit. That shit is mad hard. That's one of the running 2 is one of the hardest one of the hardest running moves to sidewalk in the game. I could barely step that shit. I could barely step that shit. Well, so you said, by the way, what happened to Sniper Wolf? He got banned, man. That's what happened to him. I don't know why y'all asking about that dude for. Yeah, he's still banned. He's not coming back. I'm not gonna unban him. That dude is corny. That dude trolls every time he fucking plays. He doesn't want to get better. He plugs everybody. He tries to troll me. So fuck him. That guy's not coming back, man. I'm not playing against him neither. That dude is a clown, man. He's done. I'm not playing him. I don't like people like that. He just tries to troll you, and he doesn't want to get better. It's a waste of my time playing him, honestly. He could go and rank and plug on people for all I care. I'm good on him. I wasn't even the one that banned him. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, cause I know you guys like you just want to play. You just want me to play him cause y'all entertained by this shit. Cause he's annoying and shit. He annoys me, so y'all find that shit entertaining. But that shit doesn't entertain me. So that shit does not entertain me. So I'm not doing it. I'm definitely not doing it. Cause that guy's stiff, man. That guy's mad stiff, and it was a waste of my time. And it was boring, always whooping his ass. I just told you that I did not ban him, son. Like, come on, dude. I'm gonna start calling you is don't listen, bro. I don't listen, bro. I did not ban him. It was Booty Clap Hero that banned him. And he asked me, like, he asked me too, like, oh, like, should I he didn't even ask me. He just banned him, and I was okay with it. I could have said, nah, unban him, but I didn't want to. I let it rock. I wasn't the one that banned him. It was Booty Clap that did it, and I was okay with it. So, cause I could have said like, nah, don't ban him. Your mods don't ask for shit. Because to be honest with you, like none of my chat likes him. So it's like, if my chat don't like him, then that's a good reason to ban him. My chat don't like him. The only guys that like him is probably like, let me see who like him. I think Juiciful123 like Sniper Wolf and Detective Mango. That's like the only two people that like him because they asked for him. They asked for him, man. But nope. Nobody likes him in the stream, bro. I know Raccoon don't like him because Raccoon got tired of his ass for trolling him and key charging on him playing Brian the other day. I know Raccoon don't like him. I know Awards don't like him neither because Awards never want to play his ass. I don't know anybody that like him besides you two guys, man. If you could play low, high, and knee often, do you think you can reach a high level that you are now? I guess. I don't know, man. That's a crazy question. That's a crazy ass question. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm the type of player I get better if I could play better people, but it's whatever. I don't know. Man, Awards never wanted to play his ass. Never wanted to play his ass. But yeah, I would if I could. If you need more competition to grow, not really. Once you reach a certain level, it don't really matter. It don't really matter who you play against, honestly. Tekken is all a mental thing. That's once you reach your max level. There's really nothing you can really do to get better. Maybe you could play better players and shit, and that might help you, but once you reach a certain level, man, that's it, man. There's really there's no going up that other ladder, you know? But like, yeah, if I played them a lot, it will help me though. I'll probably get better, yeah, but if you play only good people, you should get better. That's not the case, man. Look at Sniper Wolf. That man played me all the time. He never got better. Look at Shaolin Prince. He played me for months. Never got better. I could keep going. Dre Dace for Stacks played me for months. Never got better. So that's not the case with a lot of people, man. Just because you play somebody good don't make you gonna mean. Basically, what I'm trying to say, if you an idiot, you an idiot. It don't matter who you play against. It don't matter if you play against me all the time. If you a dumbass, you're not gonna get better. You stupid. You just bad. You're not smart. So Tekken is a mental thing. You need to be smart at the game to get good at Tekken. You need to literally be smart. Tekken is not really like... Tekken is not what people think. Some people think like Tekken, you could literally just beat people. Like you could literally just play and beat people. No, you have to think a bit. It is dumb. He's dumb too. Another thing that he gets on my nerves, he's from New York and he's so bad. Like, why are you from my city and you play so trash? It's actually disrespectful to me as somebody that's like one of the like more hand people in New York. That's what it is, man. Like, you play that bad and you play me for... Because usually when I play people from New York, let's say I'll take somebody in and I play a player from New York that's new and we play for a long time, they see improvement. I played Ukyo for mad long in person. He got better. I played JD for mad long. He got better. Other people I played, they got better. This man, I played this man for 9 months, like almost a year, and he's still ass. It's ridiculous, bro. And he from my city, too. That's another thing that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, bro. You from my city and you play this butt? And you have everybody? Because, like, people literally think that everybody in New York is a plugger because of this man. It's sad, man. He's just bad. He gives a bad name for the NYC players. He's not good. Ukyo is good, yeah. He's a good player. He just needs more experience, I think, because he's still kind of new. He's like Tekken Tag 2 era. That's when I met him. In Tekken Tag 2, me and him played a lot. Oh, you got some good locals, because the locals I went to, they just want me to lose. They just want me to lose, and they clap against me. I don't get no tips or nothing. They just want me to lose. So you got some nice locals. So I wish I could go to your locals. If I could go to your locals, that would be great. My locals are stiff. I just go, bop everybody, go home and eat, and then I go to sleep. That's the story of my locals. The only thing I miss about my locals is the free money I used to get all the time. Other than that, I don't really care for this shit. You said them DR tournaments? I don't remember how to play that shit, so probably not. Probably not. If I'm at like some free ass anime convention or some shit like that, then I'll fucking go and win it. Cause I remember I went to MagFest and they had a fucking Tekken 7 tournament and I won the whole shit. I just played Geese and Lee and just bopped everybody. The prize was ass though. I was expecting them to give me like a system or some shit like that. But I bopped everybody. It was funny because none of them knew who I was and I just ran through everybody. So that shit was fun. Oh, you in NC? Damn, son. NC, North Carolina is terrible. You know why North Carolina is terrible? Because y'all best play is Ace Unlimited. I would really not. I would quit Tekken if my best player was Ace Unlimited. I wouldn't even play no more. Because all that, you play that man and you ask that man for tips, that man's be like, oh, you want to win in Tekken? Just jump back like 2D fighting games, have no execution, and just be lazy. That's the tips that man's going to give you. That's literally the tips he's going to give you. So I feel bad for you, brother. That shit is rough living out there. That shit is really rough. That man is stiff. That's a stiff ass player. You know what's funny? I played him on my troll account, that faster kick shit. He didn't know that was me. I beat the bricks off his ass. That shit was like, I'm about to upload that shit because I saved them videos. I beat that man like 10 straight. He didn't know that was me though. Because I know how he plays. I know he's just going to be a scrub and just mash jump backs and backflips and shit. And reversals every time a safe moves on block. He played like a scrub, bro. That guy's bad. You didn't know. Yeah, all the Tekken players in Chicago. You got Cuddle Core. You got Shadow. You got Shadow's brother. There's a lot of people in Chicago. So you should play with them. I'm sure they'll play with you, Raccoon. Yeah, you should try playing with them, man. There's a lot of Chicago people, and I'm sure you're pretty good too, Raccoon. I think besides awards and Fear, even though Fear don't play me no more for whatever reason, he just played on PC people. Even though he should play against me, because I saw that Mac bopped him. And y'all saw that I played Mac the other day in a set and I won. So it's like, I don't know, Fear, you should probably play with me more if I could beat the people you get bopped by. But I don't know, man. That's on him, man. Because he could definitely get better if he plays against me. I think he could get better. I don't know why he don't play against me more. It's not like the people he play on PC is way better training than me. I don't know, man. I think he could get good playing me too. But he just wants to play PC players. So he should just play me. Yeah, but he don't play me like that for whatever reason. He just play PC players. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Maybe people got in his head because most of the people I don't fuck with was on PC, on Twitch, on Twitter. So they probably told him some shit. That's probably why he don't play with me. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. It's all good though. I don't really care. Does it help you improve if you only fight one character though? I'm a good player. I'm gonna fuck you up for all your mistakes. So I hope you get better by that. Cause I literally beat people. I literally beat people. Like I just beat you for your mistakes. That's good to fight somebody like me. Cause I definitely will bust your ass for any little shit you make. So it's good. It's good to play people like me, man. I think more people should play. They should definitely play me more, man. I'm pretty good, man. I definitely would like to play more different people. I'm down to play anybody and say I don't really care, man. People should holler at me more, man. I don't got a PC, so it's not like I could get on fucking PC if I had a PS4. Nah, get a PS5 and then we play. Cause PS5 to PS5 is crispy. PS5 to PS4 not so much, man. But get a PS5, man. We in there. But to be real with you, I don't really play with people because I don't have those other people because I don't have a PC. These people all have a Sony system, so if they really wanted to play against me, they could. But I don't have a PC, so it's like people be saying, "Oh, that I'm running and dodging." I'm not. I don't have a PC. Give me a second. So, what year did you decide to vote yourself to Tekken? Not in an orthodox professional way. I don't even know. I don't even know what that means, man. I don't know what that means. Oh, why is your PS5 account suspended? PC is probably where everybody's at. I guess I'm not there and I'm mad good, so I don't know what to tell you on that one. I don't know what to tell you. And Juicer4, I don't know that I don't understand your question, brother. I don't. If you ask me what year, I decided to try to get good at Tekken and enter tournaments when I was 14 years old, brother. Right when I got introduced to high level players from New York people and shit, I just wanted to get good. I just wanted to go in. Yeah, that's like 14, man. When I was 14, man, young boy ready to get it in, man. I wanted to be the best on some Pokemon trainer type shit. I dead ass wanted to be the best at 14. Why when they introduced me to high level Tekken, I wanted to be the best at that shit. So I dead ass did everything I could to get good. Went to the arcade every day. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy as a Tekken player in my career of playing Tekken at a high level. Because not a lot of people could say that they beaten the best players in the world. I could say that shit. There's not a lot of people that could be like, yeah, I beat Knee in tournament. There's not a lot of people that could do that shit. And I did that shit at a real young age. When I beat Knee, I was 21 years old when I beat Knee. I was 21 years old. Actually, no, I'm lying. I wasn't 21. I was 20 years old when I beat Knee. Because that was in 2000 I beat him. I was 20 years old when I beat Knee and Nin in tournament. I was only 20 when I beat both of them. So, I'm happy. I don't really care what nobody says about me. Oh, GM washed up. He don't really win like that. He's not that good. I don't care. I beat some legends in my Tekken career. And I beat JCR last year too. So I'm my Tekken career, I'm good. I don't really care what nobody got to say to me, man. So I'm proud of my shit. You know, it shows that if you really work hard at something and if you really want to get good at something, you could do it. And I won my majors too, so I accomplished a lot as a Tekken player. He says your career over? Well, you talking to me now, right? And you still see me stream Tekken almost every day, right? So what do you think? You think this shit is over? What do you think? These dudes with these questions, man, y'all gotta ask me some better questions, man. My man said 2000. How old do you think I am, yo? Yo, these dudes, bro. This man think I'm 40 or 50. This man said 2000. You know how old I was in 2000? I was 10 years old. How the fuck am I gonna be Knee when I'm 10 years old? Yo, this man said... Nah, I said 2010. 2010. I said 2000. I thought I said 2010. It's because people were saying asking me dumb questions. So if I said 2000, my bad. It's just when people ask me dumb questions, my mind slips. 2010. I mean, it's obvious I'm in 2010. It's when people ask me stupid questions, that shit gets, it gets kind of wobbly and shit. But it was 2010 that I beat him. I think I said 2010. I don't remember saying 2000. I said 2010 I beat him. I was 20 when I beat him. And Rain too. Nah, it wasn't. 2010, it definitely wasn't on his last leg. You bugging. Tekken 7 was on his last legs in 2012. So 2 years later. Because that shit was still popping in 2010 and 11. That game was popping. 2011 is when I won final round with that Anakin shit. And that tournament had almost like... That tournament had crazy amount of people. That shit had crazy amount of people. So nah, man, you bugging, man. Tekken 6 was popping for a minute. Tekken 6 was popping for a minute. By 2012, yeah, Tekken 6 was pretty much on the going home and shit. But yeah, 2010, I accomplished a lot as a Tekken player, man. I was only 20 years old when I beat my first international players. I was only 20. I was only 20 when I beat my first international players. The first international player I ever beat was Rain. I beat him at Strong Style. And I got 4th at Strong Style, by the way. And that was my first and only Strong Style tournament. And I got 4th place, bro. And I won and my team won the team tournament. My team won the team tournament, and I got top 4 at Strong Style. With fucking Lee, by the way, with Lee Chalan. Like, I was really good in Tekken 6, man. That's the game I wanted it. I pretty much did everything I could to be the top player in that shit. Nah, Rain didn't play Lee. He played Bruce, Steve, Miguel. Who was in your team? It was me, Fab, and Real Law. That was a team. That was a team, man. That shit. And we won the whole team tournament. The finals is online. You could look for it. It's Team New York versus SD Tekken. That was the finals for that tournament. We won the whole team tournament. He was a guy like Bruce player. Who's the strongest player you ever face? That's hard. It is between Homeman, JDCR, and E. I think those are the best players I ever played. I think fucking Homeman was fucking crazy good, man. Homeman was OD. Rain was mad good too. He just played real simple. He was mad good though. How old is Real Law? I don't know. He old as hell though. I don't know how old that man is. I haven't spoken to that man in mad long. So I can't tell you that man's age, man. I don't really keep in touch with a lot of people like that, to be real with you. If they say what up to me and I see them, then I talk to them or whatever. But people don't really hit me up neither. So it is what it is. He said, was Real Law as best in Tekken 6? Probably, yeah. I think so. Maybe DR. He was pretty good in DR. And 6 he did pretty good in tournament too. In 6 he did pretty good. I think he beat Bronson in the tournament. I don't know if y'all know that, but Real Law beat Bronson in the upstate New York tournament. They got the video online. So that's probably one of his... Tekken 6 is probably his best game, because he did beat Bronson and a bunch of people. That's some upstate tournament. That shit was ham. This is the cooking stream? Nah, man. This is just me talking. He said GM in 2021 versus GM in 2010. The me now will win. I just know way more about the game. I was mad good for the game Tekken 6, but now I'll probably win, man. I'll definitely win, man. I was relentless back then, but I just know way more about the game. Tekken Tag Dudes days were hype? Not really, man. Maybe for Stream Monsters. In person, nobody got hype. I'm telling you, man, the crowd was crickets for Tag 2. And I went to like almost every major for Tag 2, and the crowd was crickets. Don't believe the hype in that game, man. People were not excited for that game. Tournaments were mad stiff for that game. The turnouts were really low. Yeah, the turnouts weren't good for Tag 2, and the crowd did not give a fuck about that game. Oh, you talking about Zero the Shadow? I know Zero the Shadow. Yeah, I know Zero the Shadow. Game was so fun, though? Nah, I don't think so. I think for casual players, it was fun, because you could do all the customizational shit and all that fucking casual shit. And you could play that shit on Wii and shit like that. But that's about it with that game. That shit was not fun, that game. That shit was stiff, that game. I only played that shit as much as I did because that was the only Tekken game out. And I wanted to build the momentum I had from fucking Tekken 6. I wanted to take that shit to Tag 2. Mark Man had to beg to get, yeah, because people ain't care about Tag 2, man. That wasn't a, yeah, Tag 2 wasn't it, man. Don't believe the hype that Speed Kicks and these guys be saying, man. Tag 2 is one of the worst games ever. You see, I see a lot of different opinions on Tag 2. The only people that like Tag 2 is people that had success in it. Like these, like, what's the people that like Tag 2? Why Speed Kicks won Tag 2? Because he won the last final round for Tag 2. Why Bronson like Tag 2? Because he got second at Evo in Tag 2. Those are the people that like the game because they did something in the game. Nobody else likes the game. I won mad tournaments in Tag 2 and placed well and got top 5 at every single final round I went for Tag 2. Do I like the game? No, I don't. The game sucks. Did I win a lot in it? Sure, I did. Is it a good game? No, it's not a good game. That game is bad. That game is bad, bro. That's not a good game. That game is ass, bro. That game is stiff. I don't know how the fuck I played that shit. That shit made me want to quit Tekken. That's how bad that game was. Because people say Tekken 7 is bad. I really did not want to play Tekken anymore because of that game. I just wanted to quit. That's how bad that game was. That shit was not hype at tournaments whatsoever. 2, that shit barely got stream time. And 3, the pots were terrible. You want a bacon, egg, and cheese with an Arizona. That was your prize for winning the Tag 2 tournament. The bread was terrible. I'm telling you, you won like no bread for that shit. My God, that shit was bad, bro. That shit was not hype. Tournaments was stiff, and you won no guap in that game. Yeah, that shit almost killed Tekken. That shit made me not want to play Tekken. Yo, my dude, I won Combo Breaker for Tag 2. You know how much I won? I won $300, bro. For fucking winning Combo Breaker. I won Combo Breaker. I won $300. What that should tell you about Tag 2. Alright, let's not even talk about that shit no more. Let's not even talk about Tag 2. I won fucking UFGT 9. I won like $250. I'm good on Tag 2. I'm good on that game. I'm straight on that game. I won final round for Tekken 6. I won like $700. That's fine. For 2010, that's okay. That's decent. That's almost a G. That's not bad. That's alright. But Tag 2? Nah. That's not my shit. That's not my shit. I'm good. I won a lot of tournaments. Oh, let me give you something better. I won SoCal Regionals. And I beat Peeling in the finals. You know how much money I won? I won $120 for winning SoCal Regionals. That's how much money I won. $120 for winning SoCal Regionals. So you tell me what you think about Tag 2, and I'll tell you what I think about Tag 2. That was not fun times being a Tekken player. It's not fun, brother. It's terrible. Why you think I ain't want to play and travel no more? This shit was trash, bro. Yeah, that shit yikes. No, that wasn't a ticket home. That shit was horrible. You know what's crazy? Because in Tekken 6, the pots were good in Tekken 6. Because people be hating on Tekken 6. I was winning money in Tekken 6. I was winning money. Like, Tekken 6, that's a money game, bro. Like, people was like, I was swagging in the Tekken 6 days, bro. Tekken 6 was good. The payouts were good. Tag 2 payouts are horrible. Tekken 7, the shit with Tekken 7 is this, right? The payouts got better because that TWT shit, right? The issue with Tekken 7 payout is that tournaments were so fucking expensive that even if you win, you're not really winning your money back in Tekken 7. Because to be real, traveling compared to what it was in like Tag 2 and Tekken 6 is way more expensive now. Flights cost way more, hotels cost way more. And to enter a tournament, or $100. You gotta spend $100 to enter a tournament, which is like half of what you. 100 is basically half of what you winning for the tournament. Imagine winning $200 and you gotta pay $100 to enter the tournament. What the fuck? $70 for Defend the North? That's funny. You know, you know the Defend the North that I beat JDCR, right? The one that I won, the last Defend the North, right? I won like I won like 3K for that tournament. I won like 3K for that. That's why people be like, oh, that's like, oh, you won Defend the North. That should know. I won 3K for Defend the North. Why you think I was so open? I won that. That man gave me my paycheck. I said, oh, I won 3K for this tournament. Oh, let's get it. Yeah, I was caking for a minute. You said 3K. Yeah, 3K for a fucking fighting game tournament in my own city. That I just need to wake up, brush my teeth, and go to the venue. That was godlike. They gave me 3K for that shit. But I deserve that shit because I beat JDCR. They should have just gave me the 3K just after beating him. Like, they should have just ended the tournament. When I beat him, they should just have, here's 3K, you beat JDCR, and then end the tournament. That's what they should have done. But they made me play all these East Coast people and beat them up with geese. Because to be honest with you, that whole Defend the North run, that was an angry me. I was actually mad. And the reason why I was mad is because I planned to use Lee Chalan the whole tournament, right? But fucking Sour Piggy beat me. And the reason why he beat me was because those monitors was mad fucking laggy, right? The monitors was mad laggy, so I dropped everything with Lee. So I was mad. I was really mad. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to play geese. I'm going to just win this tournament. And I won the whole tournament from losers. Like, I just went through everybody. But that's because I was mad. I just wanted to win. Because in my head, because people kept complaining, you gotta play geese to win. You can't win with Lee no more. I said, fuck it. I said, fuck all those people that be saying this shit. I'm gonna pick Howard. I'm gonna pick Mr. Evil and win this tournament. And I did it. I picked Mr. Evil. And I won the whole tournament. Me versus JCR from that tournament has the most negative comments I've ever seen in any of my videos. Yo, people were so mad that I beat him with geese. Oh my God, how mad they was, yo. Even the grand finals I had with Victim, people were so mad that I won with geese, yo. Out of all the tournaments I've ever been to, that is the most hate I ever got. For winning with geese, people were really fucking mad that I won with Howard. They were mad, son. That hate. But in my soul, I was happy, though. They were so heated that I know because they were mad because of geese. You know what don't make no sense? Why you mad at me for playing geese if I play geese in season 1? I played geese in season 1. I was like one of the first geese players, and people were mad. And people were mad that I won the whole shit with geese. He my favorite character, man. Even though I did pick geese off of anger in that tournament, maybe that's why I play so godlike. I played so good in that tournament because I was mad. That's too bad, because that man Geese won me 3K, so that's too bad. And Geese won me 5K for Geico, so I don't know, man. That man Geese Howard made me mad money in Tekken 7. And I won Red Bull qualifier too with Geese too. I don't really care what people say about Geese. He made me go out, man. I like Geese too. That dude Geese made me mad money. So I like Geese. And I like Geese because he made me money. But yeah, man, the payouts for Tekken Tag 2 were terrible, man. T6 payouts were good for the time. That's why I traveled everywhere for T6. I remember I went to the NYC I won the WCG United States final for Tekken 6 and I won $1,000. That was really good. I won a G. So WCG I won a K too. It was mad good. It was mad good, man. So the thing, like I said, man, the thing with Tekken 7, yeah, the payouts got a little bit better, but terms are way too expensive to travel to, man. You gotta pay like $100 to enter. The hotels cost way more. To travel costs way more. It's just rough, man. So you wasting half the money that you gonna, if you do win, half the money you have to win is basically going to where you spend, bro. So you're not really winning a lot, man. It's rough, especially if you come from overseas. That's even worse. That's even worse, man. These tournaments are mad expensive. You gotta be up there. and guap, pretty much. You gotta have like, to enter tournaments, you have to have 2K on deck. Nowadays, we can't even see new talent. You can't because this shit is too expensive. The only talent you seeing is sponsored players. And people don't understand that shit. And the reason why is because this shit is too expensive. So that's why when you saw tournaments, you always saw the same sponsored people. All of them. Why? Because the shit is too expensive. And the only people that can afford them is one, sponsored players, or two, people that are so addicted to getting clout and are fanboys of Tekken that they waste all their money that they work at from McDonald's or whatever the fuck job they work at to go to these tournaments and then come home and can't even pay for rent. Those are the two people that went to tournaments. Because there's literally dudes that I know that said they almost got bankrupt for traveling for Tekken 7. And in my head, it's like, damn, bro. That shit is your fault. Who told you to waste all your money on these expensive ass tournaments in hopes you win the tournament? There's literally people that almost went bankrupt playing Tekken 7. I'm not saying no names, but there's people that they told me personally that they almost lost everything. No, it's because these people that travel to every Tekken 7 tournament, they literally spend thousands of dollars to travel to these tournaments. I'm telling you, thousands. Probably the 10K mark. Imagine spending 10K. $10K. Most people are successful though. Most people are successful, man. Yeah, this is something. This is not like most people are successful. Like I'm saying, of course, yeah, you could have a job and go to things Machiavelli for the sub. Like you can have a job and go to a tournament. That's whatever. But like, do you want to waste that much just to go to a tournament? Because I think most people, at least me, like I used to go to tournaments for the competition and the money, and to meet friends. But now it's like there's none of that. It's like what? Because to be real with you, a tournament is not a vacation. It's not. Like you going to a tournament for a vacation, this is what's gonna happen in a tournament. You're gonna go, you're gonna wait all day just so they could call your name, you could play. And by the time you gotta play, the day is over and you gotta go to sleep and go for the next day. You ain't getting no time to go anywhere, no sightseeing, no nothing. No nothing. You just gotta play and then go to sleep and then that's it. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Oh, core comment. We talking about how you don't got an Ethernet cable still, and how you should probably work at White Castle and get one. That's what we talking about. You ever think of entering online tournaments? Nah, I don't care for that shit. Plus, them shits is all on PC. I don't have a PC, so that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. You said maybe it's gonna get better. Nah, it's not. To be honest with you, this is my opinion. COVID is not gonna finish no time soon. It's not. And by the time it does finish, FGC is offline. FGC is pretty much done, man. So I don't really know what to tell you on that. Offline FGC is over, bro. Is this? And if it does, like travel's gonna be so expensive now because of how much money airlines and all kinds of shit lost, and hotels because people couldn't stay at them. Hotels might not even exist no more, bro, because the economy is horrible now. Because a lot of hotels are gone. People ain't staying at no hotels. They can't travel. So how you gonna like? I just don't see it happening, bro. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. You're gonna have to get used to this online bullshit for a while. That's just gonna be the way it is, man. This shit is rough out here. They talking about giving people vaccines and all kinds of shit like that, and distributing the shit. I don't know, man. Everybody closed their business. New York is like mad people close their business, and some people's thriving. Like food places are thriving because people go out and eat and have fun and shit. But everybody's a content creator nowadays, man. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be rough. He said PC is worth it. PS5 is worth it because I got the same indie games you got on PS5, and I'm gonna go home and play them shits. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. So it is what it is. He doing online stuff to pay the bills now. Yeah, man. Do whatever you want, brother. Whatever suits you, man. So yeah, I've been streaming for a minute. How long I've been streaming? Yo, an hour and 30. All right, I might stop soon. You not home? Nah, I'm not home. I'm taking a break. Why you think I ain't streaming Tekken? I'm chilling. I'm not home. I'm definitely not home. This is one of my off weekends. Cause I do this sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I chill. I chill. That's why I'm not streaming no Tekken, no games today. Maybe tomorrow when I go back to my house, and then I'll fucking do whatever and play games and shit. So let me see. Let me see some of the questions people ask. People close their business, but if I was travel, COVID 2002. That's how spooky started. Leo George be asking me some random questions. You asked me if I took the vaccine? No, I did not. I did not take that. I don't really like injecting myself with stuff, to be real with you. I'm the type of person, if I don't feel sick or anything like that, I'm not gonna take nothing, man. What's the point? You been grinding hella, man. Yeah, man, I'm a grinder, man. If I want to get something accomplished and I want to like boost my shit, you know, I'm gonna work hard at it, man. I'm gonna keep creating content and doing cool stuff like this, man. I don't really do just chatting like that, but I like to talk to my community a bit. Yeah, I like to talk to people. I think 66 views is pretty good, man. I like talking to people, bro. Especially my followers and my community, man. So you can reach out to you guys. Yeah, but I'm not sick though, man. So it's like I'm not sick, man. Plus you go to restaurants and shit, they take your temperature and shit. So I'm good, man. I'm not sick. I'm actually pretty damn healthy. So that's how I look at it. But yeah, but on that note, I think I'm gonna end my shit soon. EGM is just chatting streamer? Nah, this is for today, man. I'm gonna play some games. I'm gonna play some games when I get back. I'll stream some games and shit like that. I just want to do this just chatting shit because I don't feel like streaming nothing. You ain't really supposed to be. Yeah, you thinking too hard about it. Because to be honest with you, Draco, I've been everywhere and I'm good. Like, I've literally went outside 100 times and I'm good, bro. Alright, later, Juiceful. Laters, man. So, I've been everywhere, brother. So, I'm good, man. You won't see me fucking coughing and all types of shit like that. And I'll be out. I'm actually not a hermit. I like going outside and shit and chilling and doing shit. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Ukio? How's it going, brother? Latest Mega Reborn. Yeah, he's overhyping. Yeah, he makes it seem like you just go outside, you get bopped. And that's it. That's not the case, man. You be alright. What up, Gloomy? I'm good, man. Just chilling. I've been doing this just chatting shit for a while. You said anything to help you get better? I think you solid. I think you could be more patient when you blocking pokes and shit. Cause I notice you like to retaliate a lot when you block shit. So you could probably be more patient. I think you could sidewalk a little bit more. Or backdash a bit more when you playing defensive. Just do different shit. Sometimes sidestep, sometimes backdash. But don't always retaliate back with a button when you getting hit. Cause like honestly, a lot of people when they fight Yoshimitsu players, on back of their head they know that the Yoshi player is probably gonna, you know, go for flash or some shit. So that's on back of a player's mind when they playing against you. So remember that shit. That if you go for flash, they probably gonna try to bait you. So like when you eat plus frames and shit, just don't always go for the flash. You know, just put it in the back of your mind that yo, this dude, he probably knows I'm a flash, especially if they play you a good amount. So delay your flash and shit a bit more, and let me see what else. Also, like the fierce crouch down back low, down 4-4, the homing low is good because on counter he gets a combo. But sometimes from spacing distances, you like to do it from far. You gotta be careful with that shit too, man, because you don't want somebody to block that shit and launch you for like running up and blocking or making you whiff, because you like to make hard reads. With that low. But other than that, you play fine. I think you just be more defensive a little bit, with sidewalk a little bit more, and you probably could poke more. When you start, honestly, you start being scary when you start poking a lot. When you start poking a lot with down back 4-4-4 and down 3 and shit, that shit gets annoying. When you start chipping like that, that shit is annoying to deal with. But overall, you play well with Yoshi. Just more defense and more annoying offensively. Because Yoshi, I think Yoshi's good enough to win. He's definitely good enough to win. You just gotta annoy somebody and bait their baits pretty much. Because most people, to be real with you, most people that fight Yoshi, when they hit you, they're gonna just look at you because they don't want to get flashed. That's what most people's gonna do. They just gonna look at you because they don't want to get flashed. At least that's my mentality when I play. That's most people that fight Yoshi. They're not gonna go ham on you. And they probably gonna bait some unblockable or some shit. We could definitely play more, man. When I get back to my crib, which is Sunday, we could play or whatever. Whenever you see me online on PlayStation. You gotta do Flicker 2 at times because Flicker makes space from Flash. Yeah, Yoshi is tough to fight because there's a lot of you have to bait him a lot because people don't want to get hit with Flash. And they don't want to eat unblockables, so like a lot of people eat a lot of ground hits from Yoshi. They'll just eat that shit, and they'll probably be like extra patient. And when somebody's extra patient, that gives the Yoshi player or anybody in general the opportunity to apply more pressure. So, but you good though. So you good with Yoshi. That Yoshi shit is hard. I think he plays Josie also. Josie's alright. She's decent. It's a little hard to play though. Cause people don't respect Josie shit too much. They'll just hop kick you. They just see you dashing your face. At least I do. If I see a Josie play do crouch dash 3, I'll just hop kick. People don't care for her, man. People don't care for Yoshi that much. Josie kind of easy to get the flow a bit. Her down 4-2 is mad good, but I think that's about it. And her down 2 and down 4 are like her best shit. Oh yeah, and that overall shit is good too. So she got like 3 good shit. Her punishment is okay too. Well, her wild stain punch, she gets a combo. When I think about it, she's actually pretty good. She's not bad. Yeah, she's solid. She's good. When I think about it, I'm just thinking about her tools. Like, is she good? Her race drive is good too. Yeah, she's solid. She might be underrated. She's pretty good. When I think about it, she's not bad. She got good tools. Her damage isn't like OD high. Her damage is probably the main issue why she's not top tier. But she's solid. She's not top tier. She's like mid. Her homing move is good too. So, but on that note, guys, I'm gonna end my stream. Thanks for watching my Just Chatting, because I've been here for a minute. But I'll see you guys on my next stream. Thanks for the Just Chatting. I hope everybody has a good night, because I'm getting tired too. I've been talking with you guys for a minute, but I appreciate all 50 of you guys up in here, man. For real, man. So everybody have a good night, and thanks for the subs. And I'll see you guys on my next stream, man. Peace out, everybody. Good night, man. Take care, man. Laters, Ukyo. Laters, everybody. Good night, man.